Welcome, everyone. Welcome to the Mary Jane Mack Show on Transformation Talk Radio. I'm your co-host, Nancy. I'm here with Mary Jane, and we have Benny in the studio. Hey, Benny.
Hi, ladies. Happy holidays to the both of you.
Happy holidays to you. Are you all ready?
For the most part, yeah. I think this is, we've had enough time to think about this one. We've been indoors most of it, so it's going to be different, but we're going to get through it.
Okay, I'm jealous. I'm not ready at all, but I'm going to be ready. Okay, enough about the holidays and the lack of my shopping. So, for those of you who are new to the show, Mary Jane is a holistic intuitive. She has an office here in Issaquah, Washington. She does the TAP system, the accelerated performance system. It's a form of muscle testing in the body to find out where your nutritional deficiencies are. She then recommends a whole food nutrition, gets into your body, repairs, supports it, and brings your body into balance. Not only does she do that, she also does a technique called NET, Neural Emotional Technique, which helps you unblock all your emotional things, all your emotional baggage, and we all have it. And she also does CRT, cranial release technique. However, we're not seeing clients in the office, so this time there's very little CRT. Also, you don't have to live in the state of Washington to be a client of Mary Jane's, as she has clients all over the United States and even in London. So we're very Spain. So we're very excited about that. With that, today we are talking about the benefits of technology. So it's going to be a super show, super excited. And with that, Mom.
Well, thank you, Nancy. Thank you. Yeah, so it is an exciting show. We've had so many good things going on here in the office, and I've had the opportunity to learn so much about great technology from the Master Circle, who finds out, gets the information about what's out there, what's new, what helps people the most. And believe me, what I am recommending or talking about is such a little amount of what's out there and coming that's so fabulous to help people improve and change their life. It's one of the common questions I get is, why does this keep happening? Why do I keep getting a gallbladder issue? Why do I keep coming up with the same symptoms?
Why can't I lose weight? Why can't I sleep?
So all those things is because your brain has been drained. You're in this cycle, and your brain goes through this pattern and does the same thing. It needs a different pathway or a change in order to change what you're doing and what you're thinking. And we all know that because we talk about in the shows, how do you change your thinking? How do you change what you're eating? All those things you work on. But sometimes it's difficult because they don't stick, and then you go back to old patterns. So and today the buzzword, everything is about the neuroscience of your brain. And it's all about how your brain functions and what's happening that affects the rest of your body, emotionally, structurally, and physically. So that, it makes so much sense. For years, I've been talking about your heart is your main battery and your brain is your second battery. Well, your brain, if your heart is in low gear, your brain's going to be in low gear. But if your brain isn't functioning, then you're not getting all those signals to the rest of your body, or your body's not getting the signals to your brain to operate at 100% and be the best you can be.
And I know we talked a little bit on our last show about the brain tap. And I have to say, we got the brain tap units in. They sold out before I could get them entered into inventory. But it is phenomenal. Talk about a simple, easy way to change either your self-talk, old patterns that you're stuck in. This is the way to do it. I can't say enough about it. So excited about the Brain Tap headset.
Well, the Brain Tap, it's been around for a while. It's not new. And it's a technology that's used by the top neurochiropractors in the country, as well as functional medicine doctors and other medical doctors. who are into the science of the brain and how you really help people get well. And so what the headset is, the Brain Tap, it's a headset with a visor, and it has lights, and it has sound, and over the year, the earlobes have different acupuncture points. So what it's doing is, I can't actually explain all the details of what it's doing, but what it's doing is changing the frequency of the lights and the sound, and different sounds going in each side of the ear that affect different sides of the brain that help you change your belief system and help you be better. And it's meditation. And they walk you through a meditation, and there's many, many different programs. It could be for stress, weight loss, learning for kids, big for kids with ADD and any kind of learning issues, or just in general for the stress today.
I do have to say, don't mean to interrupt. You've heard us all talk about my niece, Riley Jane, and she has special needs. And so we put the headset on her on a Saturday, and I put my headset on, and she had her legs in my lap. She was sitting on the couch. And on Saturday, she was fidgety, I could feel her pressing into my legs, but she was doing it.
She doesn't like new things. She doesn't like change.
But she did it. We did the Brain Tap again on Sunday. Same position. Her legs were in mine. She was completely still, never moved. It was amazing. Just that second session with the Brain Tap headset, she was completely quiet, still. So it's pretty amazing.
Yeah, and I've talked to Michael Porter, who's one of the owners of Brain Tap, and he talked about it usually takes 3 sessions to notice a difference. People can really see a difference after 3. And if you have somebody like Riley with special needs, to notice big changes, you have to do it twice a day for at least 6 weeks. And during that time, anything can happen. But the idea is, well, with today's stress, what Michael said, everybody needs to do it twice a day. Because if you don't do it twice a day, that stress creeps in, and they actually have a heart rate monitor that shows when you do the Brain Tap, before you start where you're at, it's a brain variability and heart rate variability. And then after you've done it for a month, it shows the benefits and how much you've improved. So that it's another way of measuring. And I was telling Michael that I do muscle testing. And with muscle testing, it's just as clear. The other is a physical, mechanical thing you see. But with muscle testing, it's an energy. So you could tell exactly how much you've improved and how it's changed you. But today, people are under so much stress that the everyday things, nutrition and things we do, you need more. It's not enough to keep you where you want to be.
Well, and I have to say, with the Brain Tap headset, I do it twice a day is recommended. 3 times a day, as he said, was excellent. So I do mine 3 times a day. The longest program, I think, is 23 minutes. So some of the programs are as short as 10 minutes. So I do one in the morning. They have ones for wake up, get you started off positive thinking. If you're a procrastinator, it also has programs on there for that. So it's maybe 40 minutes out of your day, once in the morning, once at night, that you put this headset on, and you will notice remarkable changes. I mean, things have been crazy busy at the office, which we're extremely grateful for, but I've noticed my stress level is in check. I'm not worried. It's kind of like I handle things a little bit differently now. So I'm very excited, and I love my Brain Tap headset.
And I'll jump in there. When Nancy says her stress level or where she's at, she is so excellent and outstanding, taking care of each and every one of you, that for her, it's a personal involvement. And she always wants to make sure that everybody gets their nutrition on time, they get their question answered, that they're taken care of if they're having issues. What can we do to help them? So there's so much more that she does that make a difference with taking care of our people.
So the headset has helped me tremendously with that aspect. And it's true. I want to take care of all of our clients. I mean, you're all special to me and we all have our little special relationship. And I'm grateful for that. That's a gift to me. So we'd like to offer everybody else a gift and just let them know about this incredible technology that's out there.
Yeah, it's like if you don't hear about it or know about it, how can you just go along doing the same old thing? And this, after we've used it just a few times, it was so remarkable that we told the clients about it. And of course, immediately they wanted one. So I know that it's a benefit no matter who you are, it's going to benefit you. And if you are a high stress person that just can't turn it off, this is the answer for you. I guarantee it. It calms down your nervous system, so you're not on the edge and burning out.
Yeah, and as Mary Jane mentioned, we're all under stress. Lockdown, people aren't working, kids are at home trying to do school via Zoom.
Wearing a mask. Everybody is like pushed to the brink. And with this tool, it enables you to take a step back, breathe, relax, and get rid of that stress from your body. And it's good for the whole family. It doesn't matter. It's good for everybody.
And I have to say, the clients who did buy it, immediately we got responses back. I absolutely love it. I had no idea. I absolutely love it.
Yeah.
So that's very encouraging. All right, time for us to take a short break. You're listening to the Mary Jane Mack Show on Transformation Talk Radio. We'll catch you on the other side.
Hey everyone, it's me, Psychic Medium Jamie.
And me, Spirit Walker Nicole from Shades of Spirit, bringing you another Shades of Spirit tip of the week. Jamie, have you ever wondered if spirit or an angel is around you or your home?
Ever since I was a child. And today we're going to go over a few signs and indications that they are near us.
What about hearing your name called but you can't quite find the source? Does that happen to you?
All the time. I see moving shadows or bursts of color out of the corner of my eyes.
I'll have objects that go missing and then turn up in the most random places.
Especially when you're trying to get out the front door. I'll have electrical devices that turn on and off for no reason.
I'll see repetitive number sequences such as 444, 1111, or 1234.
Join us each week, Monday mornings at 8 a.m. for our Shades of Spirit podcast on Transformation Talk Radio. You can also follow us and make appointments on shadesofspirit.com or give us a call at 858-684-7575 to book your appointment.
Are you ready to find out who you really are? Are you ready to have fun and listen to the soul part of yourself? Indulge in a deeper meaning with Laura Goldstein, host of Coffee with the Universe. This show will awaken that true self hidden deep within you and will get you energized on who you were created to be. So go ahead, grab your cup of joe and experience Coffee with the Universe with Laura Goldstein on TransformationTalkRadio.com.
What would you do with the power of community? How do you create your own rituals? Tune into Living Your Gifts with me, Susan Huff, Ancient Applications for Modern Times, the second Wednesday of each month on TransformationTalkRadio.com. Our lives begin with the stories we are told and the stories we tell ourselves. Storytelling is the key. To learn more about me, visit livingyourgifts.com. That's livingyourgifts.com.
Tales from the Merworld with Amira Bath, exploring the mysteries of Atlantis and Lemuria, airing every second and fourth Thursdays at 1 p.m. Pacific Time. Tales from the Merworld Radio is a blend of mythology, theology, and ancient history, and Amira's own soul channelings. Are you ready to explore and validate the possibility that we are much more than our earth bodies? Amira Bath's Tales from the Merworld Radio holds safe space discussions for remembrances and memories of topics like multidimensional existences and simultaneous lives. Together, We will be raising our vibrations through stimulating conversations and the opening and releasing of the remembrance of our soul purposes for this incarnation. Join me, Amira Beth, for Tales of the Merworld Radio.
Are you a feminine entrepreneur and you're tired of being stuck in the making just enough money trap? I hear you. I'm Julie Steelman, and I just released a brand new masterclass about how to unlock the 3 secrets to creating a financial breakthrough in your business. Come on over to calledbyfreedom.com. I'm going to walk you through the 3 things you need to do to create that financial breakthrough you've been craving. Come on over to calledbyfreedom.com.
Welcome back, everyone. Welcome back to the Mary Jane Mack Show and Transformation Talk Radio. I'm your co-host, Nancy. I'm here with Mary Jane, who's the star of the show. And then we have Benny in the studio, who we miss. Hey, Benny.
Aww. Miss you too, ladies. And yes, Mary is the star of the show. Along with you. You can't do it without you, though.
Oh, you're so sweet. Thanks, Benny.
No problem.
I forgot to mention, if you have a question for Mary Jane, don't hesitate to give us a call or call Benny at 1-800-930-2819. That's 1-800-930-2819. And you get some awesome answers to your health questions. If you don't have a question, maybe you have a question about a child, a dog, family member, friends, she's here. Take advantage.
Yeah, we out of all of our clients that we have not had one get COVID, and but we have gotten calls from around the country for people who have had COVID but are not recovering from it, and actually they're pretty sick, and it's like 7-8 months later, so that they called. And we're able to start getting them back on the path to good health. But if you get COVID and you're already compromised, it's difficult to pull out of it. And then you have because your body isn't healthy, and then you have other complications. And those are the sickest people with COVID.
Yeah. Although we did have a client, I like to tell this story. We did have a client who was exposed to COVID, 85-year-old gentleman, exposed up at Snoqualmie Falls when that all happened at the lodge. And he was already taking the preventative measures, the nutrition from Mary Jane. And then after he got exposed, he called me up. You kind of boosted up that nutrition, and he's been fine. So we are very proud of the fact that none of our clients have gotten COVID, thanks to Mary Jane and keeping everybody healthy and their immune system really boosted up and healthy as well.
Well, and it's the clients who are taking responsibility and doing exactly what they need to do and are very faithful taking the nutrition. And then knowing what they need extra, if they are out with people, it's all about covering you no matter what situation you're in. And even the kids, what do we do for the kids if the kids are in, just to keep them healthy? As a matter of, when I think of it, it's really pretty amazing. We haven't even had people that have had colds, coughing, flu. I mean, just any kind of things. I was thinking about that the other day. That's pretty unusual for
this time. Well, it's because nobody's going out. Well, and the number one thing is the schools are closed. And usually that's where all your colds come from. Those little children who we all love, near and dear to our hearts, but I call them little germ carriers.
But and also people are taking more on a regular basis to keep their immune system up. That makes a difference. Yeah.
So lots of good stuff.
So the thing with the brain tap, I wanted to mention too, the brain tap, when you get the brain tap, it comes with a 30-day free trial for software. The software has to be downloaded on a device, and there's different categories of software. And so the first 30 days you could try all of it, and then you could pick and choose whatever one you want. And it's $9.99 for each category. And then if you wanted all of them, it's $29.99. However, it's, you could get one category that you want to work on. And then anytime you could switch to another one, or you can change it at any time. There's no penalties. You don't sign up for something and you're stuck with it. But getting one at a time is really pretty good, because then you really get a chance to try different things and see what you want. And that's what will happen when you get the 30-day free trial.
So you download the app, and then that's where all your programs are listed under. So it's pretty, I can't say enough about it.
Each one has there's like 400 programs in the whole thing. There's quite a few. So there's something for everything. Weight loss, stress, learning again. We talked about that.
Wake up. There's a couple on sleep. There's worry-free me.
Yeah, sleep is the big thing they talk about, how much it helps you sleep. And these are all the testimonials and all the information. It's like major for helping people sleep. And if you get a good night's sleep, then you're more likely to handle the stress, to be, to have better health. It's going into a really deep sleep. So that's the primary thing, for staying healthy. It's sleep, exercise, nutrition. It's the whole package. And when you get the whole package together, you're going to be on the A team and be able to maintain that and stay there.
I'll go ahead and confess. So I do Brain Tap. So at night, there's 2 programs on there. The Enchanted Forest and your Mountaintop Retreat. So I usually do one of those 2 programs at night right before I go to bed. And the interesting thing about the headset is there's a guided meditation, but then you'll hear sometimes a voice in one ear, then it shifts over to the other ear. And then I'll catch myself listening to the message in the ear. And basically it says, you do not need to pay attention to the words being said in order to get the benefits of this session. So by the time I'm in my Enchanted Forest or my Mountaintop Retreat, I'm going to say I'm there for about 8 minutes. And then the next thing I know, I wake up hours later with my headset still attached to my head, because I was so relaxed and so in the zone and getting all that good information, and my brain's getting balanced out. It's phenomenal.
It is. And in that same session, though, when it gets to the end, if it's at nighttime and you are going to sleep, then they tell you it's okay to go into this deeper sleep, to go in there. However, if you're waking up, they guide you into a wake up. So it's not something you have to be so aware of. It's just going to take your brain there, and there you are.
Yeah, he says if you're in a state where you're going to be awake, you're going to wake up wide awake, you're going to be invigorated. If this is the time for you to sleep, you're just going to go into a deeper sleep. So it doesn't matter if you listen to it in the morning, mid-afternoon, or night, you'll be awake or you'll be asleep, depending on what the time is. So I'm excited about that.
Well, it is exciting. And my coach, Dr. Bob Hoffman from the Master Circle, he's offered to do a webinar for all my clients who have purchased the Brain Tap, and tell them more detail about the programs that are really significant for your health. And because he's been using it for a while, so he's going to fine tune it for us and give tips and how to make shortcuts and be better faster.
Well, and the other thing, Mary Jane can muscle test. Yeah. What programs do you need? Mary Jane can muscle test. The other thing, let me just say, which we haven't talked about, it's super easy to use. You put the headset on, you charge your headset when you get it, you put the headset on, you connect it to Bluetooth, you pick out your program, and you go. That's it. There's no huge science. It's not complicated. It's super easy. And with that, it's time for us to take a short break. You're listening to the Mary Jane Mack Show on Transformation Talk Radio. We'll catch you on the other side.
I love Sanskrit, its beauty and its universal ideas. I love that this is readily accessible to everyone. The word Sanskrita means pure and perfectly formed. This pure and perfect aspect to Sanskrit is ever available. Sanskrit is the voice of reason, truth, and practical wisdom, which tells us what's the right thing to say or do in any situation. Try this. When you are unclear what to do, think of someone wise and ask yourself, what would they say or do here? The answer that comes is always just right. It's pure and perfectly formed, so you can take your next best step forward. I'm Sarah Main, creator of Conscious Confidence, a timeless wisdom, and host of Conscious Confidence Radio. Learn how to gain access to simple, timeless wisdom with my Fuse program. Buy my book, Conscious Confidence, today at consciousconfidence.com and get started.
Hi, I'm Ambrosia.
And I'm Alexa.
And we are the hosts of Inner Bloom Podcast.
A podcast about spirituality and intuitive development.
Together, we utilize our intuitive gifts and our own personal life experiences to empower you to live an extraordinary life.
Check us out and subscribe at innerbloompodcast.com.
Are you ready to awaken to your divine and true potential? Tune in to A Spirited Exchange Radio with me, Carrie Kadambi, every second and fourth Wednesday at 4 p.m. Pacific on TransformationTalkRadio.com. We discuss the evolution of the modern mind and how the power of awakening, healing, and connecting allows us to step into living a life of love in action. For more information about me, visit thedivineguidancegift.com.
Stuck in a roundabout of dysfunction? Stop circling around difficult issues and find out what's been holding you back. Learn how to speak your truth to power with host Dr. Kathy Obear. Create real change with smart tools and smart strategies. No frills, no fluff, just life-changing conversations to help get you where you want to be. Extend your reach and become an agent for real change with Kathy Obear. For more information on Kathy and her work, please visit drkathyobear.com. That's drkathyobear.com.
Are you ready to branch out? Take a leap of faith. Tune in to Get Rooted Radio with Erica Gifford Mills on TransformationTalkRadio.com to equip, empower, and enlighten yourself. Erica will energize and excite you to power up your passionate dream that sets your soul on fire. So, get fearlessly ready and get powerfully rooted in your yes to live it up, love it up, and let it go. Visit GetRootedRadio.com.
We're going to talk a little bit about hydrogen water. And Nancy?
Hydrogen water, yeah. So I'm not a big water drinker at all. But then, once again, Mary Jane, latest technology, she's like, oh, you got to start drinking hydrogen water. And I'm like, all right. I'll do it because, of course, I have to try everything. However, when I found out what hydrogen water does, I'm like all on board. So now I am never without my handy dandy water bottle with my hydrogen water. Hydrogen water changes your gut biome and also improves your brain function.
It's a major antioxidant and cleans up your gut and allows the cells to open and transfer nutrition and different vitamins and nutrients to your brain that totally improves your brain function. And in some major research that it shows it has a significant improvement and help to Parkinson people.
I listened to a webinar the other night and it was on the hydrogen water. And they had mentioned several different studies about what hydrogen water does. And one of the studies was a Parkinson's study where they gave hydrogen water to a person who had Parkinson's and the hand was shaking, trembling before. Within 5 minutes of drinking the hydrogen water, I think they drank 10 ounces. All of a sudden, the hand was almost still. And the patient said, I feel tingling in my brain. What's happening to me? Well, that was the hydrogen water getting into the system. There was also another study that was done for people with, I believe it was colon cancer.
It's big for cancer.
Yeah. They used a chemo drug and hydrogen water. And apparently when you have cancer cells, they split and you get more cancer cells. However, with this chemo drug and the actual hydrogen water, they were finding that it was killing the cancer cells within the body. I was fascinated, absolutely fascinated about this whole webinar that I listened to. So I've been drinking hydrogen water now constantly, religiously, every day. I asked Santa for a bigger water bottle for my hydrogen water so I could drink more of it. But you have to drink 16 ounces to 30 ounces, I believe they said. But I think if you get 16 ounces in, you're pretty good.
Yeah. And there's that's Synergy Science that has the major research on the hydrogen water.
And they're based in Utah.
Yeah, pretty significant. And they have home units, and they just came out with a portable unit. In our office, we're using right now a unit by Velara, and it's a portable unit and makes the water. You make it in the morning and fill up your thermos, and you're set for the day. So it's an easy way to start getting that hydrogen water in.
Yeah, it reduces your oxidation, and the oxidation then causes stress. So it's just one more tool to use, help keeping your body healthy, your mind clear, and who doesn't want to have a sharp
mind? It's all about your brain. And again, the buzzwords, no matter what you read, whatever research you're reading, it's also about how the gut affects your brain. Everything affects your brain. But what you're taking in, if everything is stuck in the gut and not getting absorbed and it's sluggish, well, then you might be doing all the right things, but it's not going where you need it to go. So these are tools that will help change that.
Yeah, it's like the hydrogen water is also good for weight loss because it's changing your gut biome. It's good for anti-aging. That's one word. That's all they had to say to me. I'm like going to drink this like it's gold. Between that and my brain tap, I should be looking about 20 years younger in about another 4 weeks, I hope. So, yeah, very exciting things happening at the office with Mary Jane. She's, like she said, Dr. Hoffman, being a member of the Master Circle, she has got a source. She's got the latest and greatest technology out there. And, she's bringing it to everybody, to our clients, and everybody's benefiting. So
it's like... I'm so fortunate to be able to do this and be able to share this with you because it's a no-brainer. I never recommend anything I don't think is the best. And I never recommend you going to a chiropractor or any other professional. I score them and they have to be the best. If they're not, you just have to wait till you find the right person. Same with the doctor. They've got to be score good. That's how I measure people. And when I do that, they're usually the top of their game. And that's what you want. And that's what I want for everybody. I want everybody to have the best. And I know it works. That's the main thing. I know it works and you're going to have great results.
Yes, and I like I said, I wasn't a big water drinker, and I know Dr. Hoffman, he actually did an interview with the other night on the webinar, and he wasn't a big water drinker either, and now everybody's into drinking the hydrogen water. You have to use filtered water, so you can either use bottled water or get filtered water out of your refrigerator, no tap water. It tastes great. And goes down very easy. So it doesn't taste weird, doesn't taste funny. And the other thing that I learned on the webinar is you breathe out all the extra gas that you don't need. So you don't hold on to that. Sorry, it was a late night for the webinar.
But that's perfect. That's perfect.
But it was good. It was great. So I do love my hydrogen water. And you can't put anything in it, no additives. You can't add like those drops that make it a flavor. But if I can drink the water, anybody can drink that hydrogen water because I am not a big water drinker.
Yeah, it tastes good.
It does taste good.
Yeah. And everybody, and even with the brain tap, the one thing that they recommend even with the sessions is to make sure that you drink water. And when you're doing the brain tap, because it's programming the brain, you drink the water easily. So it's It's pretty exciting.
It all works together.
I got to tell a little story about when I did my first brain tap session. It reminded me when I was 30 years old, I went to a hypnotherapist because at the time I drank Pepsi. And my dad always used to tell me that you need to stop drinking that dope. And I'd say, oh, Dad, it's soda. And then this is way before I was in nursing. I had no idea of anything alternative. And so, but then I realized it was all sugar and all chemicals and not good. And I couldn't go to bed. It was like dope. I couldn't go to bed unless I had a Pepsi in the house. So I went to a hypnotherapist and I had one session, and it reminded me, it was just a person talking, but it reminded me when I did the brain tap of that session that I had back then. And I had one session and I stopped drinking Pepsi and I never drank it again. So that's how powerful it is when you're in the right space and you allow the right information to go into your brain.
Well, yeah, and we always we've talked about in the past, your I am statements, trying to change your self-talk, negative talk. It's much easier to do with that brain tap. I listened to a program yesterday morning, and it was about negativity in your day. And the thing they said is every time a negative thought comes in, you're going to say stop. And when you say stop, that negative thought is then vanished from your thoughts and put behind you so you can move forward. And I have to say, it really works. So very exciting. All right. If you have a question for Mary Jane, go ahead and give Benny a call.
Yeah.
At 1-800-930-2819. If you'd like to make an appointment with Mary Jane, give our office a call at 888-777-4232. Or if you'd like more information about Mary Jane, you can go to her website, maryjanemack.com. I won't be able to answer the phone until after the show is over, but go ahead and give us a call. She's pretty phenomenal. A lot of people, she's offering Zoom consultations. We're not having anybody in the office, but we've been doing a lot of Zoom consultations for our new people and phone consultations. And a lot of people say, well, how does that work? I'm not really sure. How is she going to figure that out? Well, she figures it out because energy is infinite. So she's actually tapping into your energy to do her, I call it her thing, to figure out what's going on in your body. So, for all our new people that we had last week, I get to talk to them afterwards. And I said, so what'd you think? And they said, it's very interesting. It was very different and a much more pleasant experience than I thought it was going to be. So I always tell people it's quick, it's easy, and it's fast.
What's funny is then one of our clients, when they got off the phone, they called. She even said, I have to call my friend. She told Nancy, I have to call my friend as soon as I get off the phone. And she called her friend, and her friend called immediately for an appointment.
Yeah. And it's fun. It's a lot of fun. Yeah. I talked to her. She was a new client herself. She was referred. She had her appointment, and she said, okay, I got to call my friend right away because she's going to call and make an appointment. And sure enough, she called right away. So we were thrilled. And
it just goes back to that what we talk about in the past. If people don't know what I do, or that a lot of people don't know they can be helped. They've been to the doctors, they've done it all, and no answer. So I ask my clients and my radio listeners to share the information with other people. If there's someone that's suffering and not getting help, doesn't know what to do, have them go to our website, look at the video, have them listen to our radio shows, and give us a call because they can be better. There's things that they can change. They just don't know what to do.
Exactly. All right. Time for us to take a short break. You're listening to the Mary Jane Mack Show on Transformation Talk Radio. We'll catch you on the other side.
Are you ready to get big and live your life out loud? Tune in to Get Big Out Loud Radio, exploring life through the lens of curiosity and compassion, with me, Carrie Knudsen, joining Dr. Pat live every second Monday at 10 a.m. Pacific on TransformationTalkRadio.com. I will offer ideas to transform what you are thinking into conscious action. If you want to get big and live your life out loud, visit me at KnutSonSpeaks.com.
Are you ready to shift your current beliefs about death? From debilitating pain and loss? Follow Angie Corbett Kuiper as she shares that through choice, present moment awareness, and keeping an open mind. Anything is possible, even in death. Tune in to Beyond Proof Radio with Angie, redefining death and loss, every first Wednesday at 12 p.m. Pacific on TransformationTalkRadio.com. For more, visit BeyondProof.com.
Hi, I'm Mary Jane Mack, and I'd love to tell you about the latest technology of the Vollara Company. I've been using the Vollara Company equipment, the air machines, since 1992, and I have found them to be totally successful in killing mold, mildew, and keeping your house fresh and clean. If you'd like more information on it, you can look at MaryJaneMack.com or call our office at 888-777-4232.
Has your kindness been used against you? Are you ready to clear the confusion and reconnect with your power? Then it's time to become toxic person proof. Join toxic relationship specialist Sarah K. Ramsey as she gives you the secrets to rebuilding and rebranding your life after a toxic person encounter. It's time to get past the past, get real about the present, and get serious about your future. For more information, visit sarahkramsey.com.
What we've been taught and told is not all there is. Life is all about energy, and the energy you feel is real. Tune into the Energy Paradigm each month on TransformationTalkRadio.com with Dr. Vic. The Energy Paradigm is an eye-opening, mind-shifting, transformative, and earth-shattering way to live, work, and do business that will enable you to unlock your magic every day. Visit theenergyparadigm.com.
You know, marriage is not always easy, but skills that improve communication go a long way. Tune in to the Relationship Rehab Show, Recovering Happiness in Your Love with Nancy Landrum and Dr. Pat each month on TransformationTalkRadio.com. Nancy is an author and teacher empowering couples to create and sustain loving marriages. Learn to listen, speak, and handle conflict with respect so your love can flourish. To learn more about Nancy and her work, visit NancyLandrum.com.
Welcome back, everyone. Welcome back to the Mary Jane Mack Show on Transformation Talk Radio. I'm your host, Nancy. I'm here with my mom, Mary Jane. And today we're talking about, I forgot already, technology. Technology today. I didn't forget. I just lost the thought. The benefits of technology, actually. So we've talked about our BrainTap headset. We've talked about the H2 fuel, which is the hydrogen water. And now Mary Jane is going to talk to you about the air scrubber.
Yeah, and we do have some of those hydrogen, the Vollara systems in our office too. And the other thing that we recommend is the, by Vollara, is the Air Surface Pro.
It is the most powerful surface and air cleaning technology ever discovered. It quickly eliminates viruses, bacteria, germs, mold, allergens from indoor surfaces and the air. Who doesn't want that?
Well, we've always used fresh air machines or the cube machines from Vollara for air purifier, and they're just amazing. They keep the place clean. There's no dust. But the new Air Surface Pro, what that does, the other machines kill mold and mildew, and they have ozone. They have ozone in it. This you could get with the ozone, but I prefer to get it without the ozone because sometimes the ozone will leave a film on people's windows and they don't like it. But this you could run all the time on low or high, and it's great. Gets rid of 99.8%, I think, of viruses. That means viruses in the air, viruses in your clothes, your carpeting, your furniture. So it cleans everything. And it's technology that was used in space. And so it's great technology. It's, again, very scientific. And it's a machine that's very compact. It's a small unit. And all you do is you could take it and plug it in and it's good to go.
That's it. That's all you do. You plug it in,
and
you
then
turn it on.
You clean it every now and then. You just pull the disc out and blow it out. Yeah.
Yeah, and this particular unit does up to 3,000 square feet. So you don't have to move it to room, you just set it up.
Works through the walls.
Just set it up, and it just cleans the air, and everybody's happy and healthy.
And if you live near water, or you live in like Louisiana or Florida, any places where there's a lot of moisture, this is a must. And I always say, even here, people that live on the water, well, and there's moisture everywhere here because it rains all the time. But if you have any mold issue, this cleans up the mold issue. And if it's really bad, you might have to have it, you might definitely clean it up. But I've had somebody in Florida that had black mold on a wall, and they put in a machine and totally cleaned it up. So it's pretty amazing. And today, with what's going on, this is great for a business. It's great for your home. It's great for anywhere, because it also comes with a little poster that says what it does and how it's been approved by the FDA, which...
That's true. I just read that. It says, is this proven? Yes. NASA certified Active Pure is proven in university studies and FDA certified lab testing. And they do have results of that.
Well, we used to do years ago, and I haven't done it in a long time. I'm thinking of doing it again, is I'd have Petri dishes, and I'd have people take the Petri dishes and put it in their house, put it in a dark cabinet, leave it there, take the lid off, leave it there for 3 or 4 days, and then look at it, and it would be full of, some were really disgusting. And I didn't really want them to bring it back here, but they'd bring it and show it to me. So, and then I would have them put the machine in and then put a new Petri dish in, and nothing. It grew nothing. So it's like another way to show what you've got in your house and to make a change. And if people have mold, like in their basement, hidden places, I usually can figure that out for you. And it's those people who are not getting well and always have bladder or kidney issues. They just don't get better, or we get them better, but then they get worse. And with kidney and bladder, you have sinus. And it'll be major sinus issues, and they just can't get beyond it. I've had people that have had it for years, had surgery, been on antibiotics, done all those things.
All right. So we've given you 3 fabulous tools. We've talked about the Brain Tap, we've talked about the H2 Fuel, and now we've talked about the air scrubber. So we've gotten excellent technology, and those are the 3 things that we like to use here in the office.
That's where we're starting. Yeah, that's, as we go along, this is quite a bit for you to be introduced to. And so we're giving you tools, and in the future, I'll have more tools. Yeah. And that's what it's about. But it's about doing one thing at a time, not getting overloaded, and doing things that are going to make a difference. And these things will make a difference.
Exactly. So if you're interested in the Brain Tap, you can always go to braintap.com. But Mary Jane is offering a special this month on the Brain Tap. So if you're interested in taking advantage of that special, please give our office a call at 888-777-4232. That's 888-777-4232. And I think we do have a couple of H2 fuels left. Although, like I said, I've never had a product sell out before I could get it entered into our inventory before.
Well, we have them available. We can get anything.
We're expecting shipments. So,
but it's all about what's going to help you during this terrible time where you don't have choices and you're stuck at home, and that the stress is so overwhelming on people that is the major problem. Then they can't get better. They're just...
You're stuck.
You see people, and it's like, oh my gosh, they can hardly, their kids, they're trying to get to learn with their kids at home, their jobs, trying to do their jobs. They're Zooming all the time. They're not happy. They're not happy.
There's a lot of stressed out people. And it's sad. It's the holidays and everything's limited. So we're trying to find things to ease your stress and make your life better. And as Mary Jane always says, be the best you can be. So,
and during this time, even though it is so stressful, I really want to emphasize, keep your eye on what it is you want in your life instead of what's going on in your life. So visualize, what is it that you want your life to look like? What is it you want this world to look like? Because energetically, the only way you could change anything is by putting prayer, putting positive energy out there. And no matter what, don't let anybody push you down.
Yeah, we have to find ways to survive this pandemic. Eventually, we're all going to get back to normal, but we don't have to suffer and be so stressed out in these crazy times.
Well, another thing is I'm going to recommend to you, there's a website, Mercola.com, and he has a lot of great research and information on COVID, vaccinations. So I highly recommend you look at Mercola.com for information. That's the latest research from great sources that really tell you the truth of what's happening and what you can trust and help you make decisions about what to do.
All right. So what's your message for everybody for the year end?
Year end is just enjoy your family and your health and have a very happy and Merry Christmas. Look for the good and all that you have. And bless all those people that you can't be with. And know that we're here for you anytime. And we love and appreciate each and every one of you.
With that, I'd like to wish everybody very happy holidays. I hope the new year brings all of us good things, mainly good health, normalcy back in the world. And that's about it. So I hope everyone has a great holiday. Be safe, be careful, and we will catch you all here next month on the Mary Jane Mack Show on Transformation Talk Radio. Thank you and happy holidays.
Views expressed on this program are those of the host, guests, and callers, and do not necessarily reflect the views of the station, its management, or advertisers. You're listening to Transformation Talk Radio.